Hey, this is Slap Out Lash Girl Melissa, and welcome back to my channel. We're going to do something fun today. I did this on Ladies Night this past week, and I was just blown away by this product. And it is by Covergirl. And I am totally shocked, and I love it. Absolutely love it. It has so much potential for us older ladies. And so it's going to be this product right here. I love it. We are going to put this on today. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what's in it. And you're going to see, I'm going to do like one half of my face so you can see the difference and what one side looks versus the other. All I have on is my skincare, and I did do my eyes and my brows, and that's it. So let's get on with this. Now, the first thing we've got to do is add some primer. I picked up this primer some time ago. It is a L'Oreal Age Perfect Blurring Face Primer. Girls, and it's like a little pink hue to it, and I have this right here, Benefit, and they're very much the same. This one has a pink hue, this one has a pink hue. They both have the same kind of consistency. I actually like this one better than this Hyamen, let me just say. And I've been using this for a few days now, and I really do like it. So we're going to get started with this. You don't need a whole lot of this. Now, I've had my skincare on. I'm not going to pat it off because, I like to keep that moisture in my face now. I really do. And I did go to the dermatologist this week. And all these little bumps right here is not milia. No. It's called syringoma. It's something you really can't get rid of. He offered me to go on Accutane, which I'm not going to do, but I am getting a Retin-A. I'm picking that up today. And that should help. It's clogged. And what you see is all the way down into the dermis. And there's no way of extracting these. If you did, you'd have to cut way down into it. So I have to figure out a way to get around this potential thing, because it's something that's not really going to go away. But I'm going to tackle it, girlfriends. I am. If y'all have this, please tell me what you do. Give me some pointers, because I really do need pointers. I don't know anything about it. I just thought it was milia, but it's not. It's going to be harder to get rid of. All right, so I'm going to put this over my whole entire face. And even under my under eyes, okay? This feels so good going on. Now, I would have never thought about these products. I just, am always thinking that a more expensive primer would be better, but that's not true. This is a really nice primer. It goes on, it's like putting on lotion, really. It's very soft and subtle. And there's no smell to it. So if you have like, that kind of person who doesn't like smells, then, you're okay. So I'm going to take this tiny bit, and this is going where? Right here under my eyes. It's kind of patted in. I don't swipe this across. I just let it kind of sit on my under eyes. So now I'm going to let this sit to my face just a few minutes, because I do want it to set here under my under eyes, because under eyes is what I'm going to do first. And then we're going to grab this new product, and you're just going to be blown away, because I'm going to do one side of my face, like this brown spot. My dermatologist, he really wanted to get that brown spot off my face. And I told him, I said, I can't do that right now. I'd have to be off of work. Like, he'd have to do my whole entire face, because if you only do one spot, it's going to leave a big white place there. And it's like, I don't want to do that. So I told him maybe when I have some time, I'd have to take a week off of work, because I've done that before, but it was a long time ago. So you can do it, but you got to stay home, because you look like a burn victim. You really do. And it peels off. And once it peels off, girl, it is beautiful. You don't have anything on there. I should have kept it up, but I didn't. So, all right, let's get to this. I'm excited. Now, I am going to use my Kosas concealer, because I just love it. And it does so well on my old eyes. I am going to use the color. I'm not going to use the lighter color. I'm going to use the darker color. This is a 0.5 and this is a 0.1. So I really don't want it to be like super bright. So I am going to use this one. This stuff is so creamy, and it's just wonderful on the face. You don't need a whole lot. You see I'm scraping it off. You can put it on the back of your hand if you want to, and let it warm up to your skin. However, I'm just going to place it where I need it. I'm not going to put it all over, okay? So what I'm going to do is smile. Smile at yourself. And then you're going to put this right where you don't have any wrinkles. Okay? Right there. Right there. I'll put a little more here. And then we're going to come out here on the corner. And I'm just going to kind of lightly clean this up right here. Because I'm going to have to come back and kind of fix that anyway. Because, you know, I don't have the foundation on yet. And so I may need to clean it up a little bit more to give it a little more brightness. But what we're going to do, this is something new that I have figured out that I really like. I'm going to take an eyeshadow brush. Yes, an eyeshadow brush. And we're going to blend this concealer out with that. This is BK Beauty's 201. Love BK Beauty's. I do have a link for that. Everything will be down in the description box for what I'm using. So we're going to kind of lightly spread this down. And I'm going to go over. And we're just going to kind of take this part here and push it up. See how it makes that look lift, a little lifted. Now, I'm not going to worry too much about this because I am going to come up with the foundation. So that will really help in that baggy part of my face. And let's do this side. This really works. I really like the way this blends out. It's pretty on the skin using this brush. I haphazardly I was sitting there looking at it. I'm like, oh, I wonder what that brush would do. It's very soft. It feels very good on the face. It doesn't stick you at all. And it just smooths out this concealer. Incredible. Now, I do let it sit for a few minutes and I don't touch it. And then I come back, and if there's anything settling in those little fine lines, we'll take this brush and we'll kind of wipe it away, and then we'll set it with our powder. Here we go, the true test of what they look like underneath there. Let's see. That's not too bad. Maybe just right up underneath the lashes there a little bit. Let me look at this side. Pretty much that's where it always is right under there. And that looks really good. That looks really good. So don't get in a hurry to you know, put your powder on that quick. Let it settle a few minutes and then come back and kind of wisp away with a brush like this what you don't need or need to get rid of. Now, here we go. We're going to use, dropping stuff, sorry. We're going to use some mitts. Allergy season is here, can you tell? Yes, I have hay fever stuff. Always have. I hated the summers here in Alabama because it's so hot and you get hay fever and you feel like crap. That's what you feel like. So take a little bit of this, tap some off because we don't want a whole lot. You can see that flying. This stuff is so light. You can see it flying through the air. And I'm just going to basically kind of lay this down and just pat it in. Don't swipe it. We don't need to swipe our skin. We don't want our skin to be moving anywhere. Now, mine are not perfect. I do have the bags. And that's okay. That's okay. I'm 60. I'm going to have bags. So, it's just the fact of life. You have boobs sag, I sag. That's the thing. That's why I get good bras. I wish they had something like that for your eyes where you can just put it on and it goes, pulls everything up. Wouldn't that be wonderful? They probably do. I just haven't seen anything like it. Where you can put it here and it pulls your skin back. I guarantee they could. They do. If they do, somebody say they do. I might even try that. Oh, I'm telling you. I am not happy about the stuff with my eyes. I'm just not. I hope the Retin-A really does help. Because I can see some right here. It's just going to be a pain in the butt is what it's going to be. But I've got to endure it. I've got to figure out, how to live with it. And that's what I'm going to do, I guess. But it's mostly right here in these little areas here, right here and right here. So, but you can't, there is nothing you can really do. As far as I've seen, so. Dermatologist. I was hoping he would tell me, hey, we can fix that. But no, we can't. But anyway, there are things you can do. I could probably do a peel or something on my face, and that might help it a little bit. But, the oil gets down in there, and it just turns into keratin, and then it sits in the dermis, and then it pushes up. So the actual problem's way down deep. So it's not like it's sitting on the surface. So that's your problem. When they go to take it out, they have to cut down in there. It's not like Milia where it's sitting on the top of your skin and it just comes out and you can extract those. Totally different. Totally different. Okay. Ooh, all right, let's get on with this. I love this. This stuff is absolutely gorgeous on your skin. It does have an SPF of 28, so keep that in mind. Um, it is wrinkle. It says it's instant wrinkle defying, which the other night I thought it was too. It was very pretty on the skin. And the other things I like about this is it has I wrote it down here, hyaluronic complex plus vitamin C. We know that's good for our faces. So I chose the color 220 Creamy Natural. That's what I chose. And this does have a bottom part here with your little brush. And you can see I used it the other night. And there that goes. And then this screws off. I was trying to lift this the other night. And I got so frustrated. And then I realized you have to twist it off. And I'm like, okay. Look at that. And you know, when I bought this, I thought it was a powder. I really didn't pay attention to that. It was a cream. But I'm really thankful that I did pick it up. I really do like this, and I think you will too. Now, I'm going to do this side of my face, and then we're going to look at this side, you know, compare the difference. Now, if I want to cover up that, I would probably need to go ahead and do a color corrector. I just don't know if I want to do a color corrector on it. We'll see how it looks. If I need to add it, I will do something different. It's me. I just might as well let the real me shine through because that's the way it is. Take this and go across and grab you some. And you can put it on. I did it just like this with the applicator. Now, however, I do think you could probably use a brush for this if you don't like using the applicator. I kind of like using the applicator because it pushes it into my skin a little bit better. But you could always come back and get a brush and push it in there even more, like a kabuki brush. Let's see what it does for that brown spot right there. Spot treat. That spot has gotten huge. It used to be really tiny, you know. Everything's going south, people. I just don't know. It's hard getting older. It really is. It seems like as I get older, I have less patience with things. I don't know why. I don't know what I feel. Sometimes I just feel like I'm falling apart. And then other times I'm like, okay, you're okay. And I get in these little moods of, you know, sadness and stuff. And I told this the other night, and I don't know why. I don't know why. I think I feel like I'm running out of time. Maybe that's it. Time for me is a problem. I feel like I'm working so much, and I work a full-time job and I do this and I do Younique, and it's just busy, busy, busy all the time. So when I finally can sit down with my thoughts, you know, I sit there and think, wow, I need to cut something out. Well, it wouldn't be this, I can tell you that. Now, if I could figure out quickly, and I'm trying to do it, it's just kind of scary in this economy to want to leave your, you know, job you know you're going to get paid at. So that's hard for me. Oh my gosh, that's pretty. Look at that. Oh, this is the one side that's not been done. That is so pretty on the skin. Now I'm going to bring it down here a little bit. And we need to be cohesive, please. Please don't leave a line right there. I've seen that happen to people. One of my friends, she used to do it all the time. She would forget to do under here, and she would the line would stop right here, and all of this would be a different color. Oh, this is such a pretty. Oh, it's so pretty. And it looks good on the skin. I'm talking about the pores and stuff look really, really good. Now, at this point, what I would do is probably take my kabuki brush. And here's my kabuki brush. You could take any brush you want. Or a beauty blender, and you can push it in. Let's see what this one does. I kind of like to dot it, push it into my skin a little more. You could actually put some powder on here, and you could go ahead and powder it if you want to. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. Woo! Y'all have to try this. I'm really impressed. I would have never thought this would look like this on my face. So let me do the other side. And then we'll come back and we'll add some bronzer and some blush to go along with it. And we'll see what it looks like totally finished. You're going to love it. Look, sad, happy, sad, happy. Well, let's make this side happy, okay? All right, let me go finish it up. I'll be right back. What do you think? Now, this is with no blush, no, contouring or anything. I truly think if I had to get out of the house and go, I could go like this. Just put on some lipstick and go. I think it's so pretty. Just is it. It looks like I got a little redness or blush there already, but I don't. So we're going to add a little bit of contour. So I'm going to use my NYX. This is WSR01, I believe. It's the light color. I love kind of a taupey color for my skin. Depending on your skin type, you'll have to choose what's best for you. But I do like this color. And that's the only place I'm going to put it. Like right on that bone. And I'm going to put it here. And let's just do a little of that. And of course, you know what I'm going to do? This is what I did the other night. I take the BK Beauty, I can't talk. The 108 brush. I love this brush. It does a lot of things. And I did just like this. And I went underneath here to draw. Now, when you're underneath here, you're trying to put a shadow so that it looks like, you're going to be snatched. You see that? But you don't want to bring it right under. You want to kind of come here and then up and then under. You see that? Ooh, that look good. This way, you're not putting too much product under there and you have to spend forever kind of blending it out. This is just an option for you, okay? Option. You can either put it on with this or take a brush and go ahead and put it on and blend it out at the same time. So this is what I've been doing. So kind of bring it down just a tad. Oh, that's so pretty. Now let's do here. Always go upward, never go downward when you're doing your contour. Always go up. You don't want to drag your face down. You want to drag it up. Drag it up, girl. Yep. I wish y'all could come to Alabama because, I mean, it's going to get so hot here. And I'm hoping this foundation will hold up to all the heat that we have. You melt here. Honestly, you melt. When it gets like July, August, oh, God. It is so hot here and nobody loves it. I'm telling you, nobody loves it at all. And so, get that off. I'm going to put a little bit of highlighting right down the center of my face. Like this. Why? Because I like it. I like a little bit of light through the center of my face. Now you can use whatever you want for concealer, whichever one you think is best for you. I just happen to love Kosas, I do. And I am going to dot a little bit right here, just to take that up a tad, so I have more lifted looking eyes, okay? So we're going to come back and use this same brush, as we are, that we just used. I need to wash this brush. I really do. It works like a dream. But if you don't have a brush, just use a beauty blender. And it can either be moist or dry. That's up to you on the beauty blender. I just like using this brush here lately. And then what I do is I come back over it with the beauty blender. I blend it in. And then I do come back and kind of push it into my skin. Because I do set my face with a setting spray, but I'm going to do the setting powder first over it. We're going to put a nice little wash of color over this once I get done. And then we're going to add some blush. So I'm going to use Younique's blush. I'm going to use the color Penelope Pink. And this one I think is barely blushing. Yes, barely blushing. These are two really pretty colors. And then we're going to add something over it to give it a shine that is so simple. You'll go, I've never thought of that. Well, I didn't either until I tried it. And then I thought, that's really pretty. And so just dot it, dot it, dot it. You don't need a whole lot. I don't. In the summertime, you don't want to put a whole lot. And if you want to use... if you want to use just regular blush, the powder blush, do that. You don't have to use this. You use what you got. because sometimes less is more. Oh, I forgot to do those. Let me fix those, because those got to be fixed before I do this. There we go. Lister's haphazard, ain't she? Yep. I can be. I admit it. My husband says, he says the same thing. And I do. Sometimes, you know, you ever feel like you run around like a chicken with his head cut off? That's me sometimes. Like, which way do I go? I don't know. I try not to be like that, but sometimes it just happens that way. It does. It just happens that way. And you can't, there's nothing I can do about it. Truly, that's the truth. All right, so let me grab my beauty blender, wherever it is. I was hunting it. I probably have put it somewhere, and I just don't. Oh, here it is. Here it is. See what I'm talking about? All right, I'm going to push this in. Let's push all this in. All of that beautiful concealer that we just did. Let's push it into our skin. And then it will remove anything that we don't need, okay? That's the key. And I think I'm going to use this brush real quick just to kind of blend this out and up into my temple. Make sure you go all the way up, you know, so that way it gives a lifted look on that side, see? And then go all the way up on this side. These two are so pretty together. I just mix them together. Because one is barely blushing is really like a highlight, pretty much. I mean, if you just wanted to wear that by itself to have a really natural look, you could. It's beautiful like that. So let's do this too. Let's come across here. Let's remove anything we don't need. Don't you wish weight was like that? If you just a bouncing thing and it just took the weight off of you, that would be awesome. I have started back exercising. I'm doing body pump again. I'm not going anywhere to do it. I'm just doing it here at the house. You know, you can pull it up on YouTube and work right along with people. You don't have to go anywhere. So that's what I've been doing. Oh, girlfriends. That's pretty. That's really pretty. Okay. Let's add one more thing. See, I'm going to do just a tad to end this up. And let me grab my stuff I need. Now I'm just going to take my beauty blender and a little bit of its, and I do like to kind of bake it right through here. It gives a nice kind of chisel out. It makes everything kind of get lifted. And I do want to take some of this and just kind of push it into my skin a little bit, like right through here, here, here. And then we're going to take this brush. Ta-da! This is another BK Beauty brush. It's 104. It's one of Big Powder Puff. And so we're going to use it. Now you can use whatever you want. I have Laura Mercier here, but sometimes I really do like just to kind of soften everything with this. It just gives a nice little beautiful sheen without, it's very translucent is what I'm trying to say. It's a translucent powder that works so good. Remember now, I've already done my under eyes. I don't need to add anything else to them. We do not want them to be cakey, right? So let's come around here. See how pretty that is? Now you have set everything for all day wear. Now I do need to come down under here because we did add, remember we added some contour down here. So make sure you do that. Oh, girlfriend. So pretty. The last finishing touch of this, we're going to do some setting spray. But we're going to grab these two eyeshadows who have become my favorite little highlighting blush trick. I absolutely love it. And it's so much fun to do. Let me see. Where's my little brush I need? I think it doesn't really matter which one I use. Let's use this little baby one. This is a color Edified. It's an eyeshadow. And this is Optimistic. It's an eyeshadow. But they're so pretty together. So I do 2 dabs of that, 1 of that, and then I start right at the corner of my eye and just kind of take it up, right into my temple, right up through there. See how pretty that is? It's so simple. And you probably have some colors that you can use already to do this same thing. Look how pretty. And you can flush it around if you want to on your face just a little. I love it. I do. I love it. Now let me go do my lips. And we'll be right back and we'll look at the finished deal. Yeah. Ta-da! Here we are. Isn't that pretty? I love these lips. This is Maybelline Gone Grise. I think that's how you say it. And then I put a little eyeshadow in the center. And it does set it and it makes it stay a little bit longer. So that's one of my new tricks I like to do. I love this Maybelline. It's real creamy. It goes on. It's a beautiful color. So let's shake this up. I'm going to use Younique's Prime and Set. Go totally across my face. That feels so good. It's a very, very light mist. Now, you could actually use this as a face primer also. If you want to just not have to put anything else on your face, you could just take this and spray your face really well. And then go ahead and apply your foundation. Like, boom, right on top of it. And then it's going to adhere, girlfriend. It will. I've done it, so I know. There's so many things I need to learn some new stuff. I really do. I do like learning though. I do. I love trying new things. And so that's why I picked this up. I think you will really love this. I love the finish. It's so pretty on. It just is. And it's got good skincare ingredients in there for you and sunscreen. And that's a plus. The spray. Now this is Revolution. I heard that Ulta has a version of this. So I've got to make it out to Ulta sometime and see if I can find that one. And if I find it, I will definitely let you know, girl. Yes, I will. I love a little shine through the center of my face. I do. I just think it gives you a more glowy, dewy kind of look, but it's not sticky because it dries. And you just have the beautiful color. So, or beautiful shine. Yay! Look at that. Ta-da! Y'all go try this. I don't know how many colors there are. I'll look it up and I'll put it down here like how many colors there are in this product. But let me just say, it is a fabulous, 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 oh, I just love it, foundation. Love it. It's very pretty on the skin. So, you know what you got to go do? You got to go please like and share and click that notification bell and come back here on Sundays. Hopefully soon. I say that every time. I know I do. It's the dream. It's the dream. Chase the dream. That's what I'm doing. I'm chasing the dream. One day, this is going to be my full-time gig, and I'm going to love it. I'm going to have my room fixed. I'm not going to be in here in my bedroom anymore. I'm going to have my own space. You need space when you're trying to be creative and not so many interruptions. I get a lot of interruptions a lot of times. Marky's gone right now, so it's really quiet in the house. Ta-da! All right, y'all come back next Sunday. We'll do something different. I did pick up another different foundation, which I did like too. It was L'Oreal, but this one is powder, and it's still pretty on. It has a creamy kind of consistency, but it is a powder. So maybe we'll try this one next time. This is 24-hour wear, infallible. Most of you probably have tried this one. But if you haven't tried this new one, please go try it. All right? I will see y'all next Sunday. Y'all have a great and wonderful week. See you later.